Hey all, we are excited to introduce you to the next 4 finalists from our LA Open Mic event. As a reminder, voting opens after our Top of the Drop show on Thursday and will be open for 6 days, where you and the community will get to pick the top 3 artists to receive a bronze NFT drop on our platform. Everyone can vote. You just need to create a Gala Music account in order to select your favorite 3 artists. Yep, you can vote 3 times. And for node owners and music NFT holders, your vote will have twice the weight, or the equivalent of 6 votes. Voting ends on March 1st, and we'll be announcing the winners during the Top of the Drops on March 3rd. Good luck to our 15 finalists, and happy voting, guys. Gala Music, I would like to introduce Jaehoon. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. It's good to be here. You know, good to chop it up with you. Nice to meet everybody in the Gala community. And yeah.
I am glad that you are a finalist because when I met you for the show, super positive vibe.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You too, man. It was real cool chopping it up with you for sure.
So let's talk a bit about your journey. I'd love for you just to kind of share where you came from, like your musical story.
I moved around a lot as a kid, and I was, brought up in different communities. I stayed in Anaheim at some point, the OC, Torrance, and LA. Like I went to LA High. And so, yeah, it's been just my musical journey's been interesting. I started with the homie who produced music, and he kind of got me into it. And I really just fell in love with freestyling and just writing lyrics. And I never thought that I would ever go into music, but it was just so much fun. I didn't feel like I was that good at it in the beginning, but I was, I just really loved it and had a lot of passion for it. So, and then, I met a cool collective, the Mic Sessions, it was good. Shout out to the Mic Sessions and Aim for the Heart, where we, where we really teach people about emotional literacy. We go to schools, prisons, and we teach emotional literacy through music. So music, it wasn't just about just making money. It was actually something deep. It started becoming something deeper when I met this collective. I wanted to influence people and, just like people who felt certain emotions like I did when I was growing up. I want them to understand how it, you know what I mean? Just like I wanted them to feel understood. So I kind of started making music with that goal. And yeah, it's been a really awesome ride. And I'm just thankful for the hip hop community and just for people who have pioneered this music for me to just jump in and just really enjoy it. So yeah, that's kind of like my story to just summarize it real quick.
I strengthen up my soul. I tell myself okay, even when I'm not in control. When I feel low, I think of the dice that I roll. The reason why I'm here, I'm okay that I don't know it all, Soul is filled with trauma, not a normal apa. I'm tired of the drama, and I'm part of the bogo. Isonan ije kiyoki opso. Nega chami dimien, nanan always munja.
Gala, I am happy to introduce Moxie Knox. Moxie, how are you?
Hi, Taco. I'm fine.
We would love to hear a bit about you and your story and your music and your vibe. If you just want to give us the Moxie rundown.
I started writing songs when I was 5, just for fun. I used to write a lot of poetry, stories. And I guess I would say I got into music because I'm a professional dancer. So I started also dancing when I was 5. I studied ballet, tap, jazz, modern, contemporary, hip hop, step, and I was also in gymnastics, so African as well, and all of those dance styles exposed me to the different types of music. So I guess that's where I got my inspiration, that, and also just being a part of every single art program, G&T, gifted and talented program there was known to mankind, because my parents put me in everything as a kid. So I just was super immersed in the arts. I wanted to be a writer at first for other artists, like a ghostwriter, but then I was like, well, I have a tone that is really unmatched, and I really love performing, and I have tons of experience dance, performing as a dancer, and I was like, I'm just gonna pursue this full time. So fast forward, I studied music and business, music theory as well, just to add to my arsenal of creative talents. I'm also an actress. I'm originally from New York, and I first came to Los Angeles, where I am now, 3 years ago. I was actually flown out here by Sprite. I was working with them at the time because some of my fans and friends had tagged me on a post where they were looking for artists, up and coming artists, to put on their Spotify playlist. So I was the only artist out of like 20,000 artists that they flew out from New York to speak on a panel at BET Experience. And from there, they told me, hey, we want to do something with you. We don't really know what it's going to be. I ended up just like following my gut and not getting on the return flight. And then like a month or so later, they were like, hey, do you have a song ready? Because we want to shoot a video for it. And I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. And I was looking for someone to shoot this video for this song that I recorded. So yeah, that song, they crowdsourced 8 creatives to come up with a music video concept with me for the song. They shot the entire campaign. It was a beautiful experience. And from there, my song and video blew up. Millions of impressions. It was literally everywhere. It's still blowing up, getting thousands and thousands of streams every day. So I'm grateful for it. I'm a full-time artist. I work with DJs and various producers, writers, and including Marty Grimes, who introduced me to Gala. I've got a project on the way with as well. Yeah, this journey is just super fun. I make music every day. My day is just work out, make music, answer phones, like have phone calls, emails, all of that stuff. It's fun.
Oh yeah, you cannot love me right out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. You cannot love me right out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna be on my side out. I'm gonna love me. I'm gonna love me. If you can't love me right out, I'm gonna love me.
I am super psyched to be introducing Stoppa. Stoppa, how's it going?
Man, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. What about you, Taco?
I'm doing great. I'd love if you could just maybe tell us about yourself, a bit about your musical journey, where you came from, a little bit about just your vibe.
So it all started I was born in Chicago, but I was raised in Houston, Texas. And so, as a child, my mom, I was given a gift, and my mom helped me craft that gift and hone that gift. And so as a child, she had me in piano classes, and by 3rd grade I was playing the saxophone and marching band and jazz band, and I really got a chance to adopt my mother's passion for music. She had me listening to Stevie Wonder, she had me listening to Daft Punk, just all of these greats. So I got a chance to study the greats. I got a chance to study the Brandys and the Whitney Houstons and the Madonnas, and so as I just got older, music it just stayed in my DNA. I started rapping in like high school, and I had like the actual like cinematic freestyle battle that made me who I am today. And I got the name Showstopper, from that freestyle battle, and then just continuously learning and going through just the process of being an artist. We ended up dropping the show and just stayed with Stoppa, and that's who I am now. And it's just been a journey, man. I've been grateful to meet so many dope artists and creatives and producers and people, companies, everything. So it's just been a journey. And in 2021, like right after COVID, I had to come back home from LA because I lived in LA for about 4 or 5 years, and I had to come back because my mom called me and told me she was sick. So I was like, okay, well, I'm the only child. She's a single mother. It's a no-brainer. I gotta come back. Even though I was very, very like in my groove in LA, family is always important. And so, you know, through COVID and everything, and you know, my mom, she just got sicker, and I watched her process of just, you know, to her last breath. And she had stage 4 lung cancer and breast cancer. And then it started to just go away throughout her body. But that process, which was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life, it taught me to just keep going into the end, you know. And in 2021, she passed. And, you know, I made a promise to myself that I watched the person that I love so much fight to the end, to the very last breath. Had to feed her, had to help her out the bed. It was a hard thing to do, but it was something that I had to do. I needed to do it because it's seeing, when you see the person that you love the most like suffer and still fight and still love and still have so much to give, it's like I needed that level of humility to be able to take everything to the next level, and I needed that level of like guidance from her on a spiritual level, you know, because everything is just, it's like my life is a movie. It's like written in a book, you know. You know how like in the movies when the person that's like the closest to you is guiding you and you lose that person, now you have to take all of the information and knowledge and remember all of the lessons that this person taught you to move forward in your journey. You know, I feel like that's where my life is right now. And ever since then, I've just been moving, you know, things have just been aligned. You know, Marty hit me up, and me, him, and the homie Trey, and, you know, we went to his house and he was like, yo, you should do this. And, you know, we did it, and this, you know, we doing the interview right now, but it was always off of spirit. It was always off of just moving and expressing myself and helping my mom get her story out while getting my story out. You know, it's a lot of people who go through the things that I'm going through, and my music is to help people through those journeys, you know, because it can get hard sometimes. It gets dark, and a true artist creates in those dark moments to give light to other people. So that's where I am as an artist right now.
Hey, look, had to up the numbers in my head. I'm remotivated. Mama always told me if you want it, gotta go and take it. Trying to keep the peace with all my enemies is overrated. I make sure they all stay in line like they rollerblading. Gotta move smarter, fuck that body and that reckless shit. Background checks on every person I'm connected with. Background checks on every person I'm invested in. Give me loyalty, I treat you better than my next of kin. We been hot, dog, remember they ain't one let us in. Now they gotta catch up to the moments that we relish in. I'm just being frank, I get motivated every time they tell me that I can't. I've been focusing all my energy on more money in the bank. I need 10 by next May, I'm talking M's, not K. I take 20 to be safe, I don't even need a safe. Give me offshore accounts with all undisclosed amounts. We make go flipping and we...
I would like to officially introduce you to Katt. Katt, how is it going?
It's going good.
I would love it if you could just sort of tell us about yourself, your music journey, where you're from. Just give us the Katt story.
Okay, I'm from Orange County, California. Been doing music pretty much my whole life. I come from a pretty rough upbringing. Like, my teenage years, moved out of the house when I was 14, was homeless, and actually got pregnant really young, so I became been a single mom ever since. I've been writing songs since I was 10, playing drums since I was 8. I play guitars since I was 12. I've started touring at 17, 18. Got a publishing deal in 2017, so started doing a lot of songwriting for people, and I guess the last couple of years been really focusing on just solely my project. So been able to just I do music, that's all I do, and I'm a mom.